This is Fox 25 Morning News.
It's a key vitamin that women planning to have babies should take. We're talking about vitamin B or folic acid, but there are a lot more benefits that you can imagine. Lifestyle and frugal living expert Rachel Lee Coppola is here to explain for us. We were just chatting over the break. We always associate folic acid with pregnancy and getting pregnant, but vitamin B, which is folic acid, is important for everybody. Men, women, pregnant, not pregnant. Why is this such an important vitamin for us?
So basically what folic acid does, it helps to protect our cells and helps them to grow as well.
So when you're pregnant, obviously it's important because you're growing another human being inside of you, so you want to protect your cells and protect the baby's cells. But when we talk about getting it in our diet, where are some places that we can find it? That we talk about supplementation, which isn't always the best way. Sometimes you want to get it through food sources.
So my favorite way to get it is through greens, dark greens. And the way, sometimes, our kids, we don't really like to eat them.
Yeah.
So my favorite way to do it is to put into a shake with vegetables, with fruit. I use bananas and organic, berries. And
you disguise the greens.
I disguise it, and they absolutely love it. Well, my children do.
If we're talking, I know it's going to be different for children versus adults versus if you're pregnant. How much are we supposed to get per day?
About 400, but if you are pregnant, I would say between 400 and 800.
And vitamin B has a lot of, there's vitamin B12, vitamin B6, 9. So how do we know which ones we're supposed to be getting? How does that break down?
Well, in the products, right here, this one right here, you could, basically it's a folic acid. So if you look at your ingredients, it'll say folate or folic acid. And that's the best way to get it. So you make sure that you know.
So if you're getting folate or folic acid, you're getting the proper B vitamins and then the proper amount as well.
Right. And what it does, it also prevents birth defects.
And that's why, going back to the pregnant women, that's why it's so. What are some other important reasons when you're pregnant you should be taking it?
Well, it prevents spina bifida. It also prevents heart and limb defects, cleft palate, all that stuff that we definitely don't want for our children.
Yeah, so really important thing. And then in general, if we're not pregnant, how do we know if we are vitamin B deficient? Because unless you go have a blood test, what are some symptoms that you might think, okay, that could be me, maybe I'm not getting enough?
The biggest one would be that you're tired all the time.
Okay.
So that would be probably the one that would trigger it. So I would definitely, if you are tired all the time, get the test done. It could be you're deficient in vitamins.
So you're thinking maybe you're tired from something else, and it could be something as simple as taking a supplement. I know you have different things here, ways to get it. Taking it in a supplement form, if we should eat vegetables, but if you're not a big fan, can taking a vitamin B or folic acid supplement be fine?
Absolutely. And this one right here is the bump water. The bump water has 100% of the daily folic acid that you need.
Okay.
It also is available at bumpwater.com, and also it was founded by two moms who just couldn't stomach the vitamins. So this is actually a really good way to get what you need without getting nauseated.
Okay, so that's a good place to get it. So when we think folic acid, we need to think B vitamins, and we need to remember for all of us, not just if we're pregnant, that it's something we need in our daily diet. And if you're feeling low energy, go to your doctor, get the test, because maybe that's what the problem is.
And then I have Aviva, which is a hair revitalizer and has 100% of the daily needs. It's available at avivahair.com.
Okay.
And also it's used for post-pregnancy.
Okay. Well, Rachel Lee Coppola, thank you so much for being here. We appreciate a little insight into folic acid and B vitamins. Now we know where to go from here.
Yes, absolutely.
We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Let's send things over now to Shannon.